Good afternoon. This is the FC speaking exam. My name is Azimjon Mustafayev, and this is my partner, colleague, no one. And your names are
My name is Timur. You can call me Tim.
Tim and
My name is Otabek. You can call me Otabek.
Otabek. Thank you. Tim, where are you from?
Well, I was born and raised in Samarkand, which is located in the Central Asia, and I've been living here for the last 22 years.
All right, and you?
I was born in Samarkand and I have been living here for about 19 years.
Thank you. First, we would like to know something about you. Tim, who are you most like in your family?
You mean in terms of what?
Characteristic, features?
Oh, I'd probably, implied to say that I am very hardworking, compared to my siblings. I got two siblings, and they are 15 and 16 years old, but they now want to work or study. I'd probably say that I'm, the most hardworking person.
Thank you. Otabek, do you have a best friend?
Yeah, I have got lots of friends and I have got a range of friends and I can really rely on them to tell about my secrets.
What do you like about him most?
About my friend. What I really like about him is that he's trustworthy. I can rely any kind of information on him, and he keeps any kind of the secret.
Thank you. Timur, tell us about a good teacher you've had so far.
That is, a little bit tough question, but I would probably say that one of the most workaholic, I guess, and conscientious person I've ever met, it was the teacher of IELTS. Actually, we have a lot of IELTS teachers nowadays because the English is getting very popular. But I would probably say that Muhammad Khan Saliyev and Azimjon Mustafayev with Timur Jalilov are the best of the best. Okay.
Thank you. Otabek, do you like reading?
Yeah, of course. I find really reading quite interesting. For example, I usually devote my time to read some science fiction books, which is quite intriguing.
Mm-hmm. Timur, do you enjoy using the internet in your free time?
Actually, I've got hectic schedules, so I work 24/7. I find it very hard to, sit and have a rest, surf the net. But if I had the chance, time, of course, I would probably, spend, a couple of minutes to surf the net.
Thank you. Now we turn to part 2. In this part of the test, I'm going to give each of you 2 photographs. I would like you to talk about your photographs on your own for about 1 minute, and also to answer a question about your partner's photograph. Tim, this is your turn first. Here are your photographs. They show people trying to win in different situations. I would like you to compare the both photographs and say what might be difficult for these people about trying to win in these situations. You can start.
Okay, so let's start. The first picture that I see is kind of a big tennis they are playing, and I think that it might be very challenging for them, for sport people to try to win the situation because of the nervousness that they might have. They might also come across with the fear of the public. Although I do believe that the sport people don't have them because they can easily get over, over the period they compete and attend different kind of competitions. Whereas the next one, which is running, I think that is easier for people to win in these situations, in the sport, because it is all about you.
Thank you. Now, Otabek, I would like you to compare the photographs and say what might be good for the students about learning in these ways.
Okay, I see there is 2 types of sports. From the first picture, we can see it's probably the tennis, and they're playing tennis with each other. This activity requires a lot of agility to play with the partner or competitor. Probably as relates to a second picture, we can see there are athletes and they're probably running around.
Thank you. Otabek, now Here are your photographs. They show friends having a day out together. I would like you to compare the photographs and say what the friends are enjoying about their day out.
Okay, so we see two photographs here, and the one is showing a nice place which showcases the castle, and people are walking around it, probably taking pictures and selfies, so enjoying the quality of time. And the second picture, we can see people are going out from the shop, probably they bought some clothes or items that's necessary for themselves, and probably they are happy and walking towards their home to just try them out.
Thank you. Now, Timur, I would like you to compare the photograph and say what the friends are enjoying about their day out.
Well, the most obvious answer I would probably give, according to the first picture, I guess that is a get-together party. Maybe it can be, anniversary, or after, the pre-wedding parties that we have, like crazy traditions here in Samarkand. They might also enjoy, having time with each other, drinking, dining and eating. However, the second part of photo is all about the shopping that the girls are crazy about. So I think the only one obvious, reason might be enjoying shopping.
Thank you. Now, I would like you to talk about something together for about 2 minutes. I would like you to imagine that a school is going to start some after-school classes to encourage their students to learn new skills. Here are some ideas for the classes and a question for you to discuss. First, you have some time to look at the task. What might students want to learn to these skills? Start discussion.
So, start first.
Yeah. Okay. So I see there are several activities in this, and I want to talk about playing a sport. Probably many students would like to take up these activities because it offers unique opportunity to escape from the sedentary lifestyle, and it's one of the best part to enjoy the sport and compete with others. And what do you think about it?
Well, I'll probably go for first cooking a meal, as I do really believe that after, especially we're talking about the Samarkand, so especially after having those traditions that you have to, when you turn 18, 16, you have to, marry as soon as possible. And because of this, I think girls might also need to get, ready for cooking and having this ability to cook some delicious meals for their husbands. Of course, the husbands also should work and maintain the family. I think that is the most important thing, as an extracurricular activity that they can do to be happy in the future.
Well, it's not bad at all to talk about like cooking a meal, but I think like drawing well is also one of the another option to learn about. Like in the school, many of the students would like to delve into drawing, and it's the best way to express their creativity. While on other forms, it's a little bit harder. And in these classes, it's kind of the freedom, and any kind of the answers are welcomed there. So what do you think?
Well, don't you think that first, before learning drawing well, people might also need some skills about, in terms of
Thank you.
communication?
Now you have about 1 minute to decide which two would be the easiest to learn to do well.
All right. So should we start?
Yeah.
Start.
Okay, good. I think, I have to continue my previous response. So I was talking about the speaking another foreign language, which is getting popular, as I told you earlier. We have a lot of centers, and I think that that would be a bit, as PC, as easy as pie, for example, to speak another language, because we have a lot of educational and language centers nowadays that offer a diversity of lessons, extracurriculum things to be able to learn and speak well. So I think it would be easier.
Well,
What do you think?
I totally agree with this opinion because we have got so many private centers and they offer unique opportunity to develop their language. And of course, like teachers are really good, and in this way they can also.
Thank you.
their career.
Timur, do you think classes like these would be popular with students?
Interesting question. I think yes, those extracurricular activities are. They ought to be introduced implemented at schools and educational centers, because we have to. Not only do teachers need to look for the progress of their educational side, but also from sport.
Thank you. Otabek, do you agree?
Yeah, I totally agree with his opinion because in a long run, it's gonna be popular and many students would like to take up it.
Thank you. Otabek, how important do you think it is for people to try new activities?
Yeah, it's vital for them. First of all, if they don't risk by trying new activities, they may stay in one place for a long time. They will stay in a stagnant position. However, if they try out something new, they can get or delve themselves into new emotions.
Tim, what do you think?
What was the question? I was just, flying.
How important do you think it is for people to try out new activities?
It is as important as having a diploma nowadays, I guess, or having an academic background. It can help in different, life situations, right? For example, they can also be a very good sport person in the future if some of them are predisposed to sports of doing them, or drawing, a picture to help their kids in the future with their assignment for the art classes.
Thank you. Tim, why do you think some people do not like to try new things?
Well, I think they mostly afraid of, changes, I guess, right? Take as an example me. I never changed my barber because I don't like trying new barber, right, somewhere else because I believe in him. I already, they might also find it very hard to rely on something new to try them. I think it's all because of the fear and phobia of trying the new activities as change.
And you, what do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with this because any kind of change might be quite frightening at first, but if they try it and like it, they may probably continue. Just the sense of fear really stops them to try out new activities.
Thank you. This is the end of the test.